Hey there, welcome back to Daily by AI. Today, I'm diving into some surprising food storage tips, specifically foods you shouldn't store in the fridge. You might think the fridge is the safest place for everything, but some foods actually lose their flavor, texture, or even become unsafe when chilled. First up, onions. Most of us toss cut onions into the fridge without a second thought, but did you know this can actually be harmful? When you cut an onion, it releases sulfur compounds that can break down in the fridge and cause it to spoil faster. According to the USDA, once an onion is cut, it should be stored in an airtight container, but not in the fridge. The cold and moisture speeds up bacterial growth. Next, let's talk about cooked rice. Many people think it's safe to toss their leftover rice straight into the fridge, but this can lead to foodborne illness. Cooked rice can contain spores of Bacillus cereus, a bacteria that thrives in rice when left at room temperature for too long. The best practice? Don't leave rice out for more than an hour. And if you do store it, make sure it's cooled down quickly to avoid the bacteria from growing. Tomatoes are another food you shouldn't refrigerate. Refrigeration can change their texture, making them mushy and losing their flavor. Tomatoes do best at room temperature, away from direct sunlight. Potatoes are a kitchen staple, but they should never be stored in the fridge. When you refrigerate potatoes, the cold turns the starch into sugar, which not only alters the flavor but also creates an unpleasantly sweet taste. Store potatoes in a cool, dark pantry. Now, bread. You may be tempted to store it in the fridge to keep it fresh longer, but that's actually a no-no. The cold temperature in the fridge speeds up the staling process of bread. Store bread in a bread box or sealed container at room temperature. And last but definitely not least, honey. Honey doesn't need refrigeration at all. In fact, storing honey in the fridge can cause it to crystallize. According to the National Honey Board, honey is self-preserving and the best place to store it is in a cool, dry place, away from heat, but not in the fridge. So there you have it. These 9 foods should not be stored in the fridge. Keep them at room temperature, and they'll stay fresher and safer for longer. Be sure to like this video if you learned something new, and for more tips and tricks, check out our full video at Daily by AI. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more food hacks.